Yep, that's my pool filter. What I'm going to do today is, I'm not getting the pool very clear, and I'll show you. It's getting a bit shitty. It clears to about that level. Still a bit murky. It clears a bit better, but that's its limit. All that shit is still falling off the tree. So, what I've decided to do is clean the pool filter. Now, the most common ingredient for these filters is sand. And here's your sand. It's this stuff I got. Unicorn filter sand, grade 1630, 20 kilogram bags. So I'll show you that the filter tells you, if you've still got all the stuff on here, it'll tell you what size, 0.45 to 0.55 filtered sand. Well, these bags are 1630, which works out at roughly 0.40 to 0.8. So it goes for a wee bit more medium to a lot more coarser. Doesn't really matter. I mean, sand's going to trap all the crap. So anyway, let's get to it. You look at all these joiners. I've taken these off, right? These are just screwed on here. Sometimes you need a big. Once you slacken them off, yeah, you can pull the pipe out. Same with this, slackened off. This one was different. This one I broke a while ago, and I just made up this fitting, screwed it in here, and I'd put this end on. So this time I've cut it here, unscrewed that. Don't worry about cutting pipes. You get things like these wee fittings, which cost next to nothing. Once I get that put together, I can stick that on, glue it, and that's it done. Next time I go to do it, I can cut it elsewhere, make a new join. You know, you can build these things up, and you get these fittings for next to nothing. Same with the pipe. There's a bit of pipe, and what I've got is an end cap. Now these pipes are usually 40mm. Now the 40mm is usually the size of the hole, not the width of the pipe. So when you get all these taken off, like that, there's a clamp goes round here. I've taken it off already. Here's a clamp. Take that off, 2 screws. So get somewhere safe. That's it, ready to peel apart. So pop your pipes out, grab the top of your filter and lift like that, and there you go. That's your filter out. Remember what way it goes back on. Give all that a clean up. There's an O-ring, see the blue O-ring? That has to be cleaned up before it goes back on. And this has to be cleaned up as well, spotlessly clean. This is a pipe where you don't want to go get shit down it. So what I suggest is go to Bunnings, go wherever you want to get your pool stuff. And you can buy a bit of pipe, always buy a bit of pipe of fittings and some glue to glue it together. And buy a cap, because you don't want to get shit down that pipe. So you can throw the cap on, leave it like that, and then it's just a matter of getting all the sand out of there and cleaning the whole thing out, which I'm just going to do now. Now, if you're gluing any PVC pipe, this is good stuff here. Protec. This is for pressure pipes. You get stuff that's for non-pressure. You're better with pressure because there is a bit of pressure goes through that pipe. You don't want to be away for the day and your pump goes on and it blows the pipes off. So buy the cement for pressure pipes. I can't even see the word. So really all the tools you need is a screwdriver to unscrew that, a Stilton or same sort of device to take these fittings off. If you're really stuck, you can cut these pipes and take the whole header off with the pipes on, and then just put it back on, and then use joins to join them back up. So many different ways. Don't be scared. Don't sit and worry about having to glue pipes together. It's easy. So a hacksaw comes in handy. So anyway, I'm going to use these buckets and transfer the sand media out of there into the buckets, and I'm going to use it to put down an old path, just to give it a bit more steadiness. And then once that's done, I'll give it a clean out, put the new sand in. So here we go. Now, glasses are all shit. I love these wee jobs because it's never ever as simple as it looks. So here we go. What I've had to do is disconnect the pump. Now, you've already disconnected the one going into the tank, so the pump's just one join. You just undo it by hand, that's all it is. Unplug it and lift the pump out of the way. And then I've slid this over here because there's so much sand in this and there's not much room to get your hand in for the pipe in the middle. So I've capped it and turned it upside down. So now I can pull the sand out this way, and it's all falling out easily. 5 minutes and I'll have it done. So I'll continue with that. I've gotten that on its side. I've gotten a lot of the sand out, and then I managed to get this out. So it's worthwhile tipping it on its side. All over the place with this camera, and I'll show you why. This sits in the bottom of your tank. Okay, it sits up off the base of it, legs extended, and your pump head sits in the top. So this can either suck water up, taking the water down through the sand and up here, or it can blow it back the way, which it does when it's cleaning. So this thing, the legs fold up like that, so you can fold them all up, and then once your tank's clean, it's always worth having a hose because you want to clean your tank. Once your tank's clean, this just pops straight back inside onto the bottom of your tank, and you open the legs out, and then it's just a matter of putting your water and sand in it and connecting the thing back up. So anyway, I'll continue to get the rest of the sand out of here. Get a hose round so as you can give that a good wash. Make sure all the crap's out, all these wee fine bits here, and then get this cleaned out and then set it back in place, and I'll show you how to build it back up again. Oh Jesus. There's a fair bit of sand in these things. Although saying that, I don't think there's as much sand in this as what I've bought. Nowhere near it. So it shows how much you can actually lose through your filter. But you know what one of the worst things is about this job? It's a fucking mess you get. And look at me, I'm covered. Absolutely covered. So never mind, that means I'm going to have a bath tonight. And already had one this year, never mind. So, the next job, get it up, get it high, somewhere like that, and get your hose and give it a good wash out inside. You got to make it nice and spotless because it's going to be like a brand new filter. Give the outside a clean as well. Once you finish that, prepare everything. I'll get rid of that sand, I'll clean up all around here, make it nice, make sure that pad's level that it's sitting on, and then we'll put it back together, inserting the sand and water. Pretty easy, pretty easy, it says. Now, I was just about to put the tank on top of this. I'll check the level, and as you can see, it's out all the way around. So what I'm going to have to do is take this base mount up, clear the gravel, lift the slab and get the slab level. Now you can use some of the sand that you took out of your pump, that'll do fine, it's just sand. A nice level there, get it level, put the slab back on, pack it down, stand on it, stop on it, and then see if it's level. If it's level, then you can go ahead and install everything. Excuse me, Pepsi Max coming back on me. Yeah, you can install everything, but one of the main things is to make sure this is level, because if it's not level, the water in the tank will sit that way, it would sit at an angle, and it's not working efficiently. So the more level it is, the better. So anyway, I'll go and do that now. There you go. The slab's up. I can even see it by looking at this squint. So what I'm going to do, clean round the edge, put a shovel face sand in and level it, drop the slab back down. I had to lift the wee one at the side that the pump sits on, but I'll do the same with that. Once that's down, I'll just level the one here that the pump sits on. Anyway, here we go. Now, sweat's running off me. I've levelled that slab. So, what to do now? Put the pump into place, stick the top of the filter, I should say, stick the top of it on. Just make sure all your pipes are going to match up. And remember, some of them will move a wee bit, see? Match up easy, just put a joiner in there once that's screwed tight. That side's matching up, pretty good. And the top one with the pump, that's easy because I can move the pump around. So, that's going to match up fine. So then, once you've done that, take this pipes off, lift this back out, and then what you want to do is fill that half full of water. So that's the next job, stick the hose in it and fill it. Now, while that's filling with water, I'm just going to say round the bottom of here, because this is lower than ground level, okay, apart from down there, what's happened is a lot of moisture's been sitting in here and it's made the whole thing sink. That's why it was uneven, lopsided. Not much you can do for that, I'm afraid, but what I'm going to do is box this in with wood, just to stop any of this gravel flowing in, so as it keeps the slab clear. And I'll maybe do the same with the pump one as well. And but I'll do that after, once it's all up and running and I know it's fine. So yep, just waiting on that half filling now. Getting there. Well, that's the pump half full of water. The reason you fill it half full of water is when you put this in, you put it in and then you extend these legs back out. You know what I mean? These things come out like that once it's in place. Now when you put it in, make sure it's slap bang in the middle, level, fold the legs out, and that's it. Now it's got to sit dead in the middle so that the filter top can slide onto it. If you arse this up and it's not in the middle, you've got to empty the whole thing out again, because you'll never move it once the sand's in. So block the top of the hole with something and then start pouring your sand in nice and gently, keeping checking that it's in the middle, and hopefully it'll work. Now what I've done is I've put the pipe in the middle, what I think's in the middle. I've put tape over it, and then, because you don't want sand to go in there, and I've put that on. Now I've not used the cap on the end because the cap can be hard to come off if it dries, and if you can't get it off you're stuffed. So just tape over it, put a block of wood brick, something on it just to hold it in place. And it also helps when you pour the sand in gently, it'll go down each side rather than onto the middle of the pump. It'll sort of disperse it out a wee bit better. Anyway, now I'm going to get the sand, start pouring it in, 2 or 3 bags, and see how it goes. So, got one bag in already. Wait for a second, but you'll see what I mean about the brick. This says about 250 pounds of sand, and the bags are 20 kilos, so it works at 6 bags, 20 kilos, that's what is 60, 80, 100. 120 kilos is about 250 pounds, so it's a wee bit more, but it shouldn't matter. So, last one. So once you get this in, just level it off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Six bags. Yeah, get a brick off. Level out. Can. A hell of a lot more sand than what was in it. Whew. So, fucker. Once you get that done, you might be able to see it in there, sand. What you need to do, take the tape off, wash all this first, the top. Yeah. Wash all the top. Make sure it's clean before you take that tape off. You don't want anything getting down there. And then, what I would do, clean this up, take this rubber seal off, and clean it, put it back on, put a wee bit lubrication of some sort in there so as it makes a good seal. Best bet is washing up liquid. Never use oil or grease, or that'll just transfer into your water and you'll end up with big grease and rainbow streaks all across your pool, unless you want a rainbow pool, that is. So yeah, clean that up, clean all that up, get it back on, get your pipes into place so as you know they're all going to fit. Once you're happy with that, clamp the top on. Now I'll go and clean this up now. So that's the pool put back together, everything's levelled off. Put that clamp on, tighten it up, tighten these up. Only ever tighten these hand tight. Never wrench them up, because if you do you could burst them. This has got a wee leak so I can give it a wee bit more. Everything else is all fine, no leaks, everything's working well. So what to do with this is backwash it for 2 minutes to clean all the crap out of the new sand, and stick it on rinse, which I've done for about a minute. You can see it in the glass. And then once you've done that, switch it off, onto filter, and there you go. One pump. That's the lowest pressure I've ever had because the sand's been really crap on it. So that's it, there you go. That's a Swim Pro, whatever it is. And that one stopped leaking there, but that's only the waste. So it'll only leak on the waste, so I've got a wee leak there. But all I need to do with that is tighten these screws to tighten that seal up. The job's done. So that's it. If you're ever going to change your sand filter, well, at least you've got an idea on how to do it. It's pretty easy really. Any idiot can do it. Catch you later. Just to add, that's the colour of the water just now. And the blossom off of that tree. It's a bit sort of bluey greeny colour, yucky. It just wouldn't clear at all, and I reckon I've tried everything. I reckon it's the sand in the filter. Sand's supposed to last 5 to 7 years, and mine's has been since I moved in here, which was 9 years ago, and God knows when it was changed before then anyway, so it could be over 10 years old. So hopefully a couple of days of the pump going and that'll be beautiful.